Okay, say fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
What a good girl. Say it again.
Fire in the hole.
That's perfect. Thank you. You heard the bunny. Fire hole. She's so cute. Stay tuned for some amazing ribs. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got a couple of racks of baby back ribs, and we're going to prep them up real quick. We're going to get a butter knife and get up under that membrane, and we need a paper towel. I got to grab a paper towel right over here. And you want to rip that membrane off of there. Get me a paper towel. Get up under the membrane, grab it with a paper towel in your hand, and rip it right off of there. It's going to come off all in one piece. Just like that. How do you think of that? We're going to do that same thing to the other rack. And then we're going to rub it with this rub that Jay has got from his buddy Meathead at Amazing Ribs. Need a paper towel, buddy. You can't grab that slippery meat without a paper towel. There you go. Okay. Let's get that off of there. You don't have to do that. You could score it, but I prefer to take it all off of there. So there goes the membrane. Okay, got that done. Now we're going to flip them over. Well, we're going to do both sides, but we're going to flip them over first. And I'm going to hit them with some Tsangs stir-fry oil, which is my go-to oil for almost everything, including rubbing meat and for stir-frying, and I use it just for everything. It's got a great flavor. Jay just used olive oil on his, but I'm using Tsangs on mine. And I've got this rub that I made from his recipe. It's Meatheads Memphis Rub, he calls it. And we're going to sprinkle that Memphis Rub on it. What's unique about this is it has no salt in it. And also it has rosemary in it, which is, I don't know, kind of a weird ingredient for rub for me. It's a beautiful rub for pork though, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? It's a nice rub. No heat to it at all. No cayenne pepper. I'll put a recipe in the description for this rub, the Memphis Rub. Meathead's Amazing Ribs. I'm going to put a link to his blog, Amazing Ribs, and I'll put a link to Jay's YouTube channel, Barbecue Food for You. My buddy Jay, he's a great guy, Canadian, you know. And we're going to slather some more of that Tsangs on the back and throw some rub on the back. You know, it doesn't really penetrate the back, but we do it anyway. I don't know why. We just do. Just one of those things. It's like a barbecue tradition. So we're gonna put that on there. Get that on. I like baby back ribs as opposed to spare ribs because they got more meat on them. Baby back loin ribs. So there we go. Our ribs are rubbed, and we got to talk a little bit about charcoal management. So stay tuned. Okay, so we got our large pan below and our smaller pan with water in it up on top. And the one thing that Jay did that I didn't do was he wrapped his ribs in clear plastic wrap, and I didn't do that. But I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference. I let that rub marinate on there long enough, and that's got a beautiful color, that rub. We're going to put that on there. Yeah, I'm going to have to move that other water pan because I forgot to put the smoke wood in there. Stay tuned. Here we go. Alright. So like I said, I forgot my smoke wood. I'm going to have to move this. Yeah, there you go. Put the fire out. What a jackass. Anyway. Yeah, I got a chunk of cherry wood that I'm going to throw in there to rock some smoke. Cherry wood smoke. Now we got to put that water pan back on there without kicking the tripod or spilling any more water. So very carefully we put that water pan back on there, and we got our ribs on there, and we got our water pans on there, and we're ready to go. There's nothing to do now but kick back and wait. And Jay doesn't foil his ribs. He just cooks them for like 6 or 7 hours and lets them smoke up. We're going to keep the temperature between 225 and 250 using the bottom vents and the top vents on the Weber kettle. And we'll bring you back after a while, after that looks like something. He doesn't use a mopping sauce either, which I usually use, but I'm not going on this cook because we're trying to duplicate his recipe as close as possible. We're going to put the cover on that. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to come back and drink a beer when this is almost done, so please stay tuned. Yeah, so it's been about 3 hours now. My ribs are percolating right along. They're looking really good. As a matter of fact, got some nice pullback on the bone already. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, well, look at that. See that bone? This bone here is sticking out already. And I've been swapping places with them, and I've been turning them, and I've been replenishing the water in my water pan. But we haven't put any kind of mopping sauce on there or anything, just that rub and wood smoke from the cherry wood. And we're using the Minion method of charcoal management. We put some lit coals on top of unlit, and we had to replenish the coals just now. We got about another 2 hours to go, and then we're going to sauce it. And we got some very special sauce over here that we're going to be putting on these ribs. Shut that. I don't want to lose that smoke. And that's the very famous You Know You Want It, Manuel Rios, regular and spicy. So we're going to sauce those ribs up in a little while. And one of the reasons why we did the Minion method is we're going to use the hot coals to caramelize that sauce on the ribs. So stay tuned. We're going to drink a beer too. Please stay tuned. It's almost time to sauce the ribs. But before we do that, we got to pay homage to the Frosty Root Boy mug, the star of the show. And today's beer, the last of a 6-pack that my cousin got me, Hardywood Single Belgian Style Blonde Ale. Like I said, this is the last of a 6, and I really enjoyed it. Thanks, Lee, for the amazing beer. And I want to just pour this out, quaff the froth off of it, and then we'll sauce those ribs, and that'll be the end of the video. Ooh, look at that. Uh-oh! Whoa! No! First spill of 2014. I made it almost 9 months. Wow. That's just really frothy. You're going to love that roll. Check out the froth on that. That's how they like their beer in the Netherlands. They drink the froth. They like that. That's how they drink that Stella Artois, right, Roll? Wow, I can't even pour the whole thing out. We're gonna have to quaff the froth off. That's a Belgian light style blonde ale. Had it before, Hardywood Single. It's excellent. Yeah, that ain't going down anytime soon. So we're gonna have to quaff the froth off it. How about that, Roll? Ah, very nice. It's a beautiful blonde ale. Got quite a head on it. Look at that. I don't remember that from the last time I had it. Belgian style. Hardywood is in Virginia somewhere. My cousin lives up there. 6.2% by volume. ABV. And it's good beer. Good beer indeed. Okay, so it's the tasting of the beer is over. So let's put some sauce on those ribs. Please stay tuned. Okay, so I got this amazing sauce from Manuel Rios. I kicked the tripod again. I'm so sick of doing that. Got a couple of acorn squash on there for my old lady. And the reason we do the Minion method is because when Jay does his ribs, he likes to caramelize the sauce on there. So what we're going to do is add some more lit charcoal to that to get a good fire going, because we want to caramelize those ribs on a hot fire. So I'm going to slather some You Know You Want It spicy on this rack right here. I'm going to paint that up with that. Oh man, that's good sauce. Paint it up with that good sauce, baby. That's that Manuel Rios, this badass Mexican. He knows what he's doing. He got the sauce down. Boy, don't that look good? You gotta admit that that looks good. That's the spicy. I put it in the red dish so I wouldn't forget. What we're gonna do now is throw that on there. and caramelize it up on there. Slather it on the other side too. Both sides with you know you want it spicy. I'm going to get that sauce caramelized on there. And we've got the you know you want it regular. We're going to put on the other rack of ribs. You know you want it regular tastes great too. My old lady loves it. It's her favorite. Everybody loves it. It's the best damn sauce going. That's the bottom line. And Jay used Blues Hog on his. I can't seem to find any around here. I could order it online, I suppose, but I don't need to because I got Manuel Rios. I got Manuel Rios sauce, so we got to turn that. We don't want that to burn too bad. We just want to caramelize that sauce up a little bit. I'm going to put some more on there. Don't that look good? Ah, yeah, that's that spicy. We're going to put the regular on the other rack. And my ribs are looking good. Got some nice pullback on the bone. I'm going to throw that one on there and caramelize up that sauce and put some of that you know you want it regular on there. And we'll save some out for dipping later. You might want to dip some. Dip some. Yeah, that's what you call ribbage right there, baby. Put a little bit more of that on there. Yeah. Whoa. Look at that. How's that look? Let's zoom in on that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Actually, we need to zoom out a little. That's what I'm talking about. Some amazing ribs right there. And the way that Jay tests them for doneness is he picks it up like this. And you see how they flop like that? You know they're done. And now we got that one caramelized. Flip it over. Maybe throw a little bit more on there. That Manuel Rios, you know you want it, barbecue sauce. Okay. I'm going to get my ribs off there, get a plate, take a taste, drink the rest of that beer, and that'll be the end of the video. So please stay tuned. Boy howdy, I'll tell you what, those ribs look good enough to eat. Jay might be right about this, this being the be-all, end-all of ribs, because that's beautiful, beautiful ribs. Nice smoke ring, delicious caramelized sauce on there. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to take a taste of that. Mmm. Ah, yeah. I've honed my eating skills. You can hardly hear me chewing. Don't that look good? Mmm. Came off the bone. Excellent. I declare these the finest ribs I've ever eaten. Very good. Oh, very good ribs. Perfectly cooked. Delicious. Wonderful rub. Got a nice beer to go with it. Too bad it's the last one I got, Lee. Maybe y'all could take a trip down and bring me another 6. What do you think? Anyway, that's my video for today. And we'll see y'all next week. I want to give a shout out to a new guy. I've forgotten his name. I forgot who it was, but you'll see. I'll put a link to the guy at the end of the video. And I forgot the dude's name, but he's a cool new barbecue dude on the scene. And you want to go check him out. Of course, if you like this crap, please subscribe. I always ask you that every time. And next week, a different beer and something else I'm going to cook. And So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. That's my rib video. See y'all later. Cheers.